Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Mayorga, and I wanted to get on here to just wish everybody a Happy New Year. Talk a little bit about the ending of 25 and how could 26 go for us uh, as individuals and maybe as a society. I don't know. I do know that 2025 was a very rushed year for me. Lots of things happened. Um, I saw a lot of people going very fast in their lives. A lot of situations that created stress, suicides, um, things that were hard for us to think about. Disasters, snow, avalanches, earthquakes, things like that. Um, but last night, as we were celebrating New Year's, and my husband and I don't go out to parties or things like that, but our neighborhood is just full of people that we had a spectacular fireworks display in our neighborhood. It was exciting. Someone asked me, well, did you take any pictures? And I said, no. I was so excited, clapping and jumping up for joy because I just love fireworks that taking the camera and taking pictures just didn't even enter my mind. But at that moment, I felt excited and I felt happiness that so many people still believed in celebrating the beginning of a new year. And I thought that's a great thing to see that. I felt that. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I just felt that at that moment that 2026 was going to be a time of slowing down, a time to really take a breath, realign your goals, your life, look at things from a different perspective, um, embrace uh, new ideas, embrace new goals, embrace rather than fight, fight, fight. And so I just wanted to get on here and, from a personal perspective, encourage everyone to, hey, slow down, take care of yourself, think about what do you want to do for the next year of your life, short term goals, long term goals, and that we don't have to be rushing. I think about going down the street. Just this morning, we were out, we took a little drive, and I was going the speed limit, 35, 40 miles an hour. And this trucks were going around me. Somebody was tailgating me, and I really thought about that. I thought, God, slow down. No, nothing's going to happen if you get there 2 minutes ahead of me. You're not going to get there any faster. But it really got me to thinking. And I have a nursing background, and I thought, man, if I took the blood pressure of all these people that are just rushing, 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 and I'm talking about young people, I wonder how many of them would have high blood pressure. And that's kind of scary because high blood pressure normally used to be that people that were my age would develop it because of hardening of the arteries. It was part of the aging process. Now you're beginning to see more younger and younger people develop high blood pressure. And a lot of it has got to do with the lifestyle that you're leading and the level of stress that you're embracing without being aware that you're embracing it. You just have begun to think that this is the norm. So, a couple of things that I think about is I sense a lot of anger, I sense a lot of stress, I sense a lot of despair, I sense a lot of something that is can be overwhelming. And I normally sense it when I'm driving because I'm not a fast driver. I don't like people to tailgate me. I like to stay within the speed limit. I'm a law abiding citizen. I don't want tickets, things like that. But I always take time to look at the person that's driving. Is it a woman? Is it a man? Are they young? Are they old? You know, kind of because of my profession, I'm very observant, and I'm always thinking of it from an emotional, psychological, physical perspective. What's might be going on with that person? But I think we can all agree that it's kind of hazardous out there in the driving in this area where we live. And I'm not just talking about this area. You could go out throughout the whole United States and experience something like that. But I really wanted to say, what does it need for us to balance ourselves, to just slow down? What are we afraid of? What do we think we're going to miss if we're not going 90 miles an hour? You know, if you're going, if you're physically getting somewhere and you're 10 miles slower than you think you need to be, you're going to get there maybe about 5 minutes later, but you will get there. But there's this urgency that I sense with people to try to cram as much as possible into the day. And sometimes it's just life, responsibilities, family. You've got a lot on your plate. I always use this technique or strategy with my clients who come in. I used to use it with my students when I taught counseling. I would say, draw a platter on a piece of paper, an 8 by 10, however big you want the platter to be, or as big as the paper, let's say. Then begin to add onto the platter everything that you do on a daily basis. Oh my gosh, that was really an eye opener for a lot of people that would do this exercise. They had things spilling over the platter and they didn't realize it. And so when they were physically seeing it, um, it really would become an aha moment. And I would say that one third of the things that they had on their platter didn't need to be done with the hurried behavior that they thought it needed to be done. That there were actually things that they could take off their platter and put it aside and do it later. And so this is what I'm going to leave you with. A little exercise. Uh, Take a piece of typing paper, draw an oval platter on it, and then begin to write down everything that you do on a daily basis or a weekly basis. And let's see how overloaded it is. And then begin to think, what can I really realistically take off the platter rather than just trying to jam it all in there in a 24-hour day or within a week? And is this unbalancing my life? Am I even cognizant of it? Am I aware? And if I'm not aware, how can I begin to be aware? What kind of pressures are you putting on yourself? Um, our characteristics. Are we a perfectionist? Are we do we have to be in control? Do we not like to ask for help? Do we believe that we should be able to do all of this ourselves? And if we don't, the world around us will fall apart. So I'm going to leave you with that. Start the new year by engaging in this little strategy or exercise and see what you learn about yourself. And then think about how you can make a small amount of change in your life that will slow you down. Okay, again, Happy New Year.